Good morning. Windows, I hate you. I really, really hate you sometimes. They've gone and screwed with all of my settings when it comes to sound. So none of the sound settings are right. So each time I start up OBS, I have to re-add my microphone and my sound. Well, how's everybody doing today? It's Thursday. 2 minutes, Zoe. So, sorry, I'm running a couple minutes behind. I was just fixing something in a tool that I use. But I let you guys see my face. Think maybe? Here I am. And I'm not alone today. I am most definitely not alone. But I gotta make sure we're gonna be able to hear him. Because I had to mess with my sound yesterday. So, give me a moment to make sure that his volume is back up where I need it to be. I was watching him play Fallout 4 VR yesterday. I had to change his sound. So, say hello, Chalice Mike. Hello? Oh, hang on. Like everything else, Windows is screwed with this too. Try that. Hello? I don't know. I'm not hearing anything from the Discord. Like at all. No sound. No sound. Wait a minute. I hear sound now. Chalice Mike? Can you hear us? Well, he's there. You're just gonna have to pretend like he's...
No, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Here, I thought my system was broken again. Because, you know, Windows updates.
It's because I was doing VR yesterday, and so the audio output is set to was set to the headset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see mine, I rearranged my computer and everything, right? And then Windows did an update. And so now whenever I start up OBS, I have to I have to change my microphone to the right one, even though the default it's set to do default, and the default one is this one right here.
Yeah.
Zoe, are you going to school? Goodbye, Zoe. So, as you can tell by the title and the category and everything, we're gonna be playing some Fallout 76. Chalice Mike is very happy about this development. Aren't you, Chalice Mike?
I am. I mean, I'd be happy playing something else too. The only thing that I really haven't enjoyed so much is Minecraft.
Well, I mean,
I'm happy that we're playing.
Minecraft is just something simple to play while we're talking about other things.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
He's just trying to help. The device is reminding Zoe to take her instrument to school, but the rest of the week, her instrument isn't here. So.
Oh.
I'll change it, kiddo. So. Well, I guess I should.
You want to pause for a minute while the morning routine gets wrapped up?
No, she's walking out the door now.
Oh. Bye, Zoe.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really need to be present for her morning routine. She's pretty good at taking care of it herself. But, you know, every now and then she needs a kick in the pants.
We all do.
Oh, yeah. See, one of the things I was doing while I was letting the music play was I was adding all my chat presets to that mod view. Can you lock it? Hey, just go. So, yeah, the the little mod view thing that InstaFluff built. He's the same guy that built that thing right there, Stream Puppy. I've done it all for the ones that I mod for, mostly. The ones I hang out in.
Yeah.
I didn't need to hit that one. So I'm just going down and writing and putting them all in on for mine.
Okay.
So it's really, really, really handy, this thing. Because it gives me a chat window, so I don't have to have a separate chat window. But I can still have all these buttons here.
Okay.
For me to just reach, and I've got it. So for those of you who are watching the stream, hold on.
You can just reach
Things are
over
tangled.
buttons.
Yeah, see. So all the chat commands are there on the right. It's hard. It's not going to focus in on it really. And my window.
I can see that pretty clearly. I mean, it's.
Yeah. So if I want to hit a specific chat command in a game that doesn't like to let me play it with chat, then I just scroll through here and tap in, and it goes to chat. And I can still see chat, so I can talk to it. But if I need to type in it, I'm going to have to. And the chat, and for this mobile browser version, is at the bottom.
Yeah.
So. All right. I'm trying to make sure everything that I have, because there's one thing I noticed about the Fallout. It screws with my graphics settings for my desktop, my windows, my screens. So as soon as I go into the Fallout window, the left monitor and the middle monitor are fine, but the right monitor, so if I have my Windows bar on the what would be the bottom of my right monitor, but my monitor is turned on its side, so it's on the right side of it.
Yeah.
So it's all the way on the right. When I go into Fallout 76, that bar is now in the middle of the screen.
The bar. You said the bar is in the middle of the screen? What bar?
Actually, no, the Windows bar stays exactly where it is. It's all of the
Windows bar.
The Windows bar stays exactly where it is. It's everything else that moves. Oh, that's handy to know. I can just put this back over here, because I can still see it. I'm going to keep the chat over there. But no, I need to put the chat up here, because I like being able to look at the camera, and it looks like I'm talking to chat. That's the best, isn't it?
When it looks like you're talking to chat, yeah.
Yeah. So let me just arrange them so that they're half off the screen, so then when I go into Fallout... No, don't do that. Windows, I didn't ask for snapping. Being a butt. Okay, one more time. Almost right. It's almost like I have to put them off the screen in order to be able to see them. Don't do that. I didn't ask for snapping. Go away. Go away with your helpfulness that's not helpful at all. Okay.
Contextually, I have no idea what you're even saying.
Well, in Windows, if you take a window and you hold it up against the side of
okay.
It snaps into a middle thing and goes top to bottom. That's all. That's one's a little too far now. There, that should do. All right, so oh shush game. Don't gave it the office. Okay. Failed to verify. Well, let's try it. Well, I just have to log in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was game file integrity that failed to verify.
No,
Okay.
it just did all those updates and everything. But I haven't played this in a while, so I don't think it remembered that I'd played this before.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, I had to when I picked it back up, I had to also re-log in. I'm trying to run back to where I'm pretty sure I left you last time.
Well, are we playing on the tab to continue? I can't remember. Can I play this with a controller?
Yeah, but I couldn't walk. I wouldn't be able to walk you through setting that up. Yeah, so you go to social instead of
Social.
play.
Golgoth. Join.
Yeah.
I'm here. Well, I'm loading. Well, that's sure. That's great. Just put my character on the screen in shadows. That's not spooky at all.
Well, your character is spooky, man. Scares me. Scares me half to death. It's east. Oh, south. Go.
Making OBS adjustments.
Oh, I'm glad that your stream is working for this. I had to. Excuse me. I had to refigure out how to stream this game.
I did game capture. It worked perfectly.
Maybe it's just because I had the. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
It just doesn't like you. That's all. Alright, the game should be loaded now. Come on, stupid. I do not understand why they can't figure out how to make a game that can play nice in Windows. Now it's hiding everything when I go into the game. There.
Oh, you're clear down there. That's fine.
And I have no audio now. I can't adjust it because in order to adjust it, I have to go back out here, and I mean, it's like I can't even see what's wrong because the instant I go in, it disconnects this middle. It's disconnecting this middle monitor, and then when it turns it back on, it just makes everything from the right monitor.
Hold on. This is already too much effort and too much work. Let's just pull up. RimWorld.
No, I want to figure this out.
All right, because you sound frustrated.
I'm frustrated with Bethesda. I'm not frustrated with playing the game. Not yet. Since this game came out this year, they have no excuse. And Fallout 4 came out, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
No, this game came out a year ago.
Okay, a year. 4 has been like 2 or 3 years, right?
No, it's longer than that. Much longer.
No, so 4 years ago. Anyway, I don't. They need to fix the way they code their games.
Oh, you are not where I thought you were.
I just like to be different. I'm gonna have to put these over on the other monitor because I need to be able to see them. I can't see chat, and I can't see the streaming software to know that if anything goes wrong. That should do for now. Now, let's everybody play nice. Okay. How do I get to the game options?
Z is the menu from when you're in that map. Z is the menu.
All right. Who's not playing nice now? Just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the music would have kept playing. Like as soon as I came in the game, the music just stopped. Well, no music at this part.
But I don't want to work on that until you decide what your priorities are. I can help you with whatever your priorities are.
Yeah, I'm fixing something else right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's a stream without technical difficulties, right? I need to just finish setting this thing up so that I can do it from the other computer. That would solve a lot of the problems I have. Well, it wouldn't solve the problem of Windows fixing everything every time they decided to do a stupid update. It's not like they're going to listen to me on here, right?
Mm-mm. No, it's always feature updates.
Yep.
Whenever it says feature updates, I'm always like, okay, well, that's going to be...
It's going to be a headache.
Yeah. It's like stability, security, I'll take those. Keep your name feature updates.
Yep. Okay. Oh. That should be...
Yeah. Stability, performance, security.
So menu, map, options, settings. Oh, what not?
Okay, so you're going to have to restart the game.
No, now it's this stupid mouse.
I know.
I can't get to the quit.
You can use the arrow keys.
Just go to the main menu, or do I have to go all the way to the desktop?
You have to go all the way to the desktop.
Cashew.
I don't know that this necessarily fixes it, but I would suggest resizing, maybe moving your Bethesda launcher window onto the same screen. Even if it's already on the same screen as you're going to play on, resize it.
To what?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it was already kind of like sitting in the middle of the screen. Okay, I resized it.
Okay.
That's a borky fix. How'd you find that one?
I don't know if that actually...
You need to wait. When Fallout is doing its things, I lose you entirely. In fact, I think I may have just lost you.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Quiet.
Okay.
After what you said about Fallout starting, you lose me. I just waited.
Yeah, it just makes you go all garbly. So, okay, man. When I'm in a place and it's not doing any kind of loading, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I just have to wait now and look at all this pretty scenery.
Try pressing a key, any key.
I did.
It's very strange. You may have to Alt F4 go to your task manager and make sure that there's not a double instance of running.
Task manager? Wo bist du? Oh, task manager. Nope. It's all by its lonesome.
Yeah, you may have to Alt F4 it out. When you do come back in, you have a mouse or a cursor.
I had a cursor before. It's just suddenly the bottom third of the entire screen was no longer reachable.
I know. I was like that this time.
It's loading. Please stand by.
When you get in, I would suggest going to settings and make sure it's set to borderless window in graphic settings.
Come here, you. I didn't ask for this.
It's just automatically been coming up. Because again, remember what, regardless of how anybody feels about Fallout 76, Bethesda's turn has been give me money, give me money, give me money.
Uh-huh.
So of course the first place they're going to take you is the here's why you need to give us your money screen. Excuse me.
What I asked.
And it did switch back to full screen when you switched the preset.
I'm just making sure that it's on the right one.
Mm-hmm.
The right one.
You dropped money for a BenQ monitor? Dang, man.
No, that one was actually from a it was from a charity. They got a whole different set of stuff, and so they were trying to sell all of the monitors that they had, and so I got it for €10.
Oh, dang.
It's not my better monitor. It's better than the TV, just because, there's just, when it comes to computing, you know the difference.
Yeah, it's just old.
Yeah,
the
it's
response time.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of time it takes for the signal to actually display is way higher on televisions.
Restart. Okay, let's try this again. So, and I have an an actual gaming monitor over here on the left. That one's the best of the three, but it's not as big as the TV, and so it's easier to put the TV in the middle than on the sides. Come on, we can do this. Okay.
I don't care, but just so you're aware,
Mm-hmm.
The game window in the stream is now smaller.
Oh, I can fix that. That's not gonna take long. Oh, guess what? I have my no, huh? Well, no, he's passed out. That's the other thing I need to do is I need to set up the they call it
the puppy cam.
Yes, the puppy cam, so everybody can see him. Because I've had requests. No, I can put the chat over where I like to have it.
Oh.
I took my Adderall. Be quiet, device. Everybody in this house started talking back to her.
Mm-hmm. So, Alexa is going to be the first sentient AI that goes berserk on humans. Now, we don't really need to worry about that in the next decade, probably 2 or more even. I mean, our AI is about as sentient as an earthworm.
I think you're a little late with your prediction. I think she's already going berserk.
Nah. We're nowhere close to having to worry about
Skynet.
Skynet.
Can you believe that
It's going to be Alexa. It's not going to be Skynet. It's going to be Alexa because everybody is going to be rude to her.
Oh no. We may
they asked for.
we may jokingly say things back at her like that, but whenever we actually interact with her, we always as soon as we're done, I've already told Zoe. I've already told.
Thank you.
I said you tell her thank you. And she said, why? I said, because someday when that thing becomes sentient, you want her to like you. You want her to remember that you were always nice to her.
It's like, you remember that episode with Data?
Yeah.
And the Star Trek episode with Data. And so in order to Yeah, I'll let you invite me to team so that I get to see your quests. Otherwise, you'll just see my quests. Beep. Okay, now let me switch my... I have perks for playing single player versus multiplayer.
This is your world, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say this now.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about this game.
No worries. I definitely expected that.
Oh yeah, I need to tap that a couple of times. I think I've been distracted several times.
Tap what?
I have a distract command now. And you just put that in, and and Nightbot counts up distractions. So I'm going to start me at 5 because I've been very distracted since this thing started.
What does that accomplish?
It's a joke. It's just something for chat.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
joking because
it's just in chat. So if someone in chat realizes I'm distracted from what I'm supposed to be doing, they can tap that, and it's kind of it's like, haha, look how many times you've been distracted, and kind of a gentle reminder, hey buddy, you're distracted.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we've got 2 quests here for you. That's why I wanted to have you do the team invite so I could see your quest.
Yep.
This is so yep, we need to head into the airport.
All right.
Which is off to our west.
Yep. Just 1 second.
Uh-huh.
I forgot that I turned off a bunch of my timers when you were doing your stuff.
Oh.
So I wanted to make sure that I turned them back on.
I had forgotten that you made your character look like art.
I always do. Because I figure if I'm going to have to stare at a character for a while... Okay.
Are you in third person? Or you are in third person. You can go to first person if you prefer.
How?
Just tap the V button.
Yeah, we'll see. Ah! But how come I didn't put my gun on?
Because it's probably holstered. Hold down R to holster and unholster.
There we go. Okay, so where are we going?
We are headed west, young man.
Okay.
Towards the airport is where... And the way I figured that out is I pulled my map up and I looked for the closest quests that you've got. Remember, the water won't kill you outright, but water is a nice fat radiation source for us.
Okay.
Yeah, so people that say this looks just like Fallout 4, I think are a little confused. Because
Mm-hmm.
it definitely uses the same engine. But we have an event starting. There's going to be lots of guys coming.
I need to fix something. I can't get into the map. Okay, there. My game volume is like non-existent.
Oh. I turned mine quite down. It's not all the way down, but it's very low.
I think it's just... I want the stream to be able to hear some of it. But it's not in the game itself. I think it's just in my Windows settings. Yeah, they weren't getting anything in the stream.
Oh, wow.
What does that sound?
There is a non-targetable Scorch Beast up in the air.
Okay.
So this is a Scorch Beast that you cannot shoot. It doesn't shoot at you.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
No.
Well, I'm not talking about the Scorch Beast. I'm talking about the airplane. I mean, think about it. How often in your life have you seen a wrecked jumbo jet? Exactly. Except for the intentionally burned out ones because they're practice things.
Things on like picture and video.
Yeah.
All right. So for this event, you can see over on your quest list it says event, collision course, fire, flare.
Uh-huh.
On your map or on your screen, the heads-up display shows when there's quests nearby. So there's a little mortar tube here on the LZ.
Okay.
So with that shot, yeah.
How do I target again?
Hold the right. So you can fire from the hip, but to target, it's hold the right mouse button. Not target, but use the scope. Use your sights.
Someone is shooting me. Where are they shooting from?
There's somebody behind you. I got him. I'll get him. I got him back.
What's the shoot button? No,
left mouse button.
Yeah. I can't hit this thing. It's moving too much.
So the other day I was mentioning how first-person shooters were my entry entry into game world.
They most definitely were not mine.
Genres. And yeah, they were not.
I say that though, but I told you the late 90s, the games that I was obsessed with, Medal of Honor, but that's because I was a World War II fan. All the ones that you could play on the PlayStation and the computer. The one that I actually enjoyed a lot, but I don't think I ever really finished, was Medal of Honor Underground, where you were playing the French underground story.
I remember Medal of Honor existing, but I don't think I ever played it. I didn't like the squad games. So I would suggest switching to your axe. Yeah.
Come here, you. I'm not very good at this game. Don't go away. I don't want to be. No. I forgot how to loot.
So you're probably going to die, and that's okay.
You think?
If you want to prevent it, just press the equals button.
Okay. See, here's the dilemma that I have. I don't like melee. I would much rather position myself somewhere and shoot things from a distance. But the combination of the way how jumpy they are, and I think my graphics still need to be tweaked a little because it keeps jumping around. It's particularly bad when I'm turning.
Bethesda games are pretty good about maximizing the equipment that you've got, but they're not very good when there's other stuff running. And so... Oh, when you said target, you were talking about VATS, weren't you? So that is the Q button, if you want to bring your rifle back up. So just, you can tap it with your ring finger.
Yeah, I got it. I was able to shoot that one. But after we do finish this event, I think I'm going to need to tweak my settings one more time. Because, you know, they check your system's capabilities and they put it at what it can do.
But because you're running so many other because you're running other programs, yeah.
Yeah. So you know what we need to do? You need to keep me on task to do to finish setting up the multi PC thing.
Squad mode we can't.
No. the multi PC streaming. So I'm using a second PC to stream.
Oh, I mean, I can remind you,
Yeah.
but
Well,
I have a terrible memory, so.
that's not reminding me. It's keeping me on task while I'm doing it. Oh, I don't need the bouncy. I don't need this level of realism. I understand, like, I get the whole concept of we want to make this as real as possible. I get that, but...
But first-person shooters are not your thing.
Oh, hold breath. Okay.
And then it also goes down if you're crouching. Which
All right,
is
crouch again?
Left control. Really? Took a shotgun to the face. Hey, he has an axe like yours. Yes, reload my shotgun.
Headshot. I was trying to get there.
It's okay. He went splatter.
And what the Q is Q that stupid freeze time thing? I say stupid just because it's not something that exists in reality, but it's really nice in these games.
Yes, however, because of
Incoming.
Because of the PvP potential in this game.
It's not quite the same.
It's an auto target, but there's no pausing. There's no slow time or pause time. So the reason it exists is Fallout started life as a turn-based combat game, not first-person shooter.
Ah.
Bethesda turned it into a first-person shooter. And they were the adding of that targeting system was their way of trying to keep Fallout fans interested. You know, because they Fallout fans up till that point it wasn't a first-person shooter thing, so they didn't want to lose their existing Fallout fans.
Oh, I got a chop. I got too much stuff.
If you drop some, I can grab some. Oh, no. I'm full too. It's okay. Because I'll just not gonna take the burnt books.
There's something I picked up in that thing. I don't know what it was.
Because of the quest line we're on, your character is going to be selling stuff. Not selling stuff, you're going to be building a camp pretty soon.
Okay. Well, are we to a point where we can move somewhere where I can dump, where we can put this stuff that's going to be useful?
That's what I was just saying. You're doing it. You've got a quest line that's going to be having you build a camp soon.
Okay. Okay. So do I have a moment to adjust my graphics one more time?
Yes.
Because it's definitely.
Yep, now is a great time.
You know me. I'm not one of those ones that needs an absolutely awesome game experience to enjoy it.
It doesn't need to be pretty for you.
No, I want it to be functional. Actually, I've told you, I'm the one who, as soon as I get a game, I intentionally, and I load it up, the first thing I do is I go in and I turn all the settings down. So then I don't experience it initially, and I don't see it in its ultra beauty and then start experiencing problems.
Yeah, you can turn it up from the lowest.
Yeah. Now, again, when I'm not streaming, it's not as big of a problem. Why is that there? That shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. What's going on? What is this nonsense?
To fail or fall? Fall.
No, there's a on my stream. Sorry, I'm having
brain farts. No, I'm in the same. I haven't had any caffeine today, which is part of my issue. But
yeah, on my stream, I like having a picture behind the game. So if for some reason I end the game, it's not just black.
Oh.
And I mean, I don't mind if it's black, but there was the game capture for when I'm playing the Switch. It was on. So it was just being wonky. It was being wonky. Please stand by.
While you are reloading and making your way back to the LZ at the airport,
I'm
gonna go ahead and go heat up some coffee.
You do that. Get yourself some caffeine.
If we're both mentally distracted. Oh, I think we also decided that this wasn't a very good game to play while we wanted to talk about stuff.
No, we're not going to talk about stuff. This is just a game.
Oh, okay. Oh, this isn't Monday, is it?
This is not Monday.
This isn't Monday.
Yeah, imagine.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So I'll get coffee. I'll be right back.
Social. Yeah, what he's referring to, for anybody who's tuning in and doesn't know, we have on Mondays, we have, thank you, Zoe. We do a PTSD talk show where we talk about the problems that we face to reduce stigma and let other people know that they're not alone, that there are others that struggle. That's kind of one of the things we do around creating a safe space here is we're vulnerable first so everyone else can feel safe. So yeah, on Mondays, it was in the afternoons from 12 to 2 Central, but I've just figured out that I'm not very good at doing my job in the morning. So because I have the freedom to just do what I want with my schedule, I've moved my job to the afternoon. So pretty much all my streams on my channel are going to start at 8 a.m. Central and go for a couple of hours. So 8 to 10. Planned it with an extra hour just in case, like the PTSD talk show. Sometimes we go very long. Okay, let's get moving. There we go. Is there no other way across this? Yeah, see, that was better. I mean, I still got a little bit of rads, but why am I walking now? What did I hit? I shot the bunny. He didn't like me shooting it. So for those of you who've watched me play this before, you know that my favorite thing to do is just run around and pick berries. So if you see me get distracted picking berries, that's why. Come on. Ah, why are you stuck? Get away. Get away. Go away. I don't. No. No. There it is. Okay. Transfer. So many things. I'm not sure I'm going to need right now. I really wish I could get rid of that greaser jacket. I don't really like stuff that I'm carrying. I mean, the stuff that I'm wearing. Do 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 do.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was just trying to dump some stuff.
Yeah. So the impact of being overburdened is running will use up your action points, and excuse me, and you won't be able to fast travel. So, for example, I'm overburdened and I'm not going to dump anything.
I'm only at 189 of 175. So, okay. Now where do we go?
I don't know if I'll be able to place this or not.
Do I have to invite you back to my team?
Yeah. Why can't I place this stupid thing?
Well, it's not letting me. Doesn't give me the option.
We're already on a team. Sorry, we're already on a team.
Oh, I'm thirsty.
I can give you
Oh, hold on. How do I open my inventory again?
I or tab. Tab brings up in your Pip-Boy. I brings up in your inventory. Specifically.
Yeah, I should drink a Molotov cocktail. That would definitely do it.
I've got stuff that you can drink if you don't have any. Oh, you have some.
Yeah, I had some boiled water.
You got some blackberry juice, I see. Soups will help. Don't drink things like toxic or dirty water.
Oh, I was going to drink that next.
Juices, things like that have been cooked to reduce. This doesn't make sense, but cooking them reduces their radiation output.
Alright, look.
More importantly,
I'm not gonna but nitpick things like that.
No, but it also gets rid of their chance.
Why are there no berries? I want berries.
This is the side of an airport.
Or flowers. Hey, look. If there's one thing I know, berries will grow anywhere. You let one of those things take root in any place, they will grow. Blackberries especially.
Yeah.
They are one tough plant.
Irritating.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to set down this like survival tent thing that paying for their subscription gives you.
Well, maybe
no place that it will allow me to set it.
Well, maybe not in here. Maybe you need to go someplace else. We are in the airport.
That's why I'm trying to go up.
Oh, that's a bad day right there.
What?
That airplane. The one sitting in the middle of that little circle tarmac.
Oh, yeah.
He had a bad day.
Yeah.
I told you about my new... What? Why is there a playground right next to the airport?
For kids to play in.
Next to the airplanes?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, that's it's like an osprey.
That's even worse. These things are so loud.
I've never actually heard one.
Oh, the people in Okinawa hate those things. Oh, did I tell you about my new T-shirts that my parents got me?
No.
So one's black, one is blue. The black one has a Death Star on it, and underneath it, it has "This is my happy place," quote the Darth Vader. Which, of course, it took my daughter a second to get the.
I don't get it.
Well, his happy place has been blown up, so he's never happy. There's another one over there.
This is my happy face or my
place.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I get that the Death Star has been blown up, that his happy place is gone.
So he can't. That means he can't be happy because his happy place is gone.
This is my happy place.
It's if your happy place is gone, then you can't. Then there's no place you can go to be happy.
And yet he's saying that he has a happy place.
No,
That's
it's.
Why I don't get it.
But he said, okay, think of it in. So he said it before they blew it up, and now it's been blown up, and so he doesn't have it anymore. So there's the irony. He's not saying it now. He's not saying it. This was my happy place. He said it. Like the joke is, he said it before when it existed, and then the rebels went in and blew it up, and so now his happy place is gone.
So there's a picture of the Death Star on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Sorry. There's a Death Star on it, and then underneath it is the quote: "This is my happy place, Darth Vader." Yeah, and then the other one is even better. It's a blue, and it's got an AT-AT, but it's an AT-AT that's... Well, what's with this guy? Oh, holy night. The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in an error pining. A pining. Yeah, it's not air or pining. It's air a pining. Till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angels' voices. O night divine, O night when Christ was born, O night. Oh, it's been torn off. Oh night. Why on earth is this? It's just the song. Why on earth?
Yeah, but he also has a piano in the back of his truck.
Yeah.
He's a pastor. He's wearing pastor's vestments.
Okay. But he's been in pretty good condition, all things considered. That was what got my. That's
preserved pretty well.
Yeah, that's what got my attention.
Mummified.
Okay.
But yeah, so it looked like he drove around town and
Playing music
for people.
Hold on. You know I can't go by without messing around with this stuff.
If you play the piano, you'll get a buff.
That's what I'm doing.
But yeah, you got to keep playing it until the buff pops up on your screen.
It's perfectly fine with me. Trying to get it at a nice angle, but it keeps zooming in too tight.
Oh, I'm surprised it's even letting you change the angle.
It just moved the mouse because I'm not in first person.
Oh.
There we go. See how you take a screenshot?
Press escape, and I think T brings up photo mode.
Okay, well, come back over here and stand. Like you're sitting here listening to me. No, on the other side. I'm on her left. So you go on her on the okay. I'm standing next to the piano on the left side of the piano, so you need to be in the back left of the truck. That works. Yeah, actually that's perfect. How do I take the button? Challenge complete. Oh, I didn't realize there was such a thing. How do I stop? There we go. It looked like you were holding me at gunpoint and making me play.
That was what I was going for.
Yeah.
This monstrously long shotgun.
Instead of dance monkey dance, it's play monkey play. Okay. So what are we doing?
All right, so off to the east on
Mm-hmm.
your screen, you'll see there's some diamonds.
Yeah, I see him.
Gonna head over towards your diamonds. Search Miguel's terminal for camp schematics. His request over there.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a couple quests over there.
Yeah, search Miguel's terminal for camp schematics, and there's another one. Learn about the inoculation project, and then find the camp guide for the protector. Pardon me.
Yep. So Miguel had a robot friend.
What is
He
this?
left in the woods.
Hey, we have a cooking station here. What did you just do?
I shot some
That
flammables on the ground.
that truck is burning, and it's got hit points that are going down. And there's a guy over there.
Yeah, we'll get away. That truck's gonna go. It's gonna be a small nuclear explosion when it gets all the way down.
Hold on, I want to try to shoot this guy. Alt. Headshot.
You say hold on, but I'm about to
Ooh.
tell you need to move.
Level 8.
Or
Oh yeah.
die. You need to move or die.
Well, the way you said it, it sounded like we had a moment.
Well, at the time we did.
Oh my goodness. Glad I moved. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Hee hee. No, I got it. I got it. Get out of my line of fire. Oh, you stupid little punk. Stop. He goes from slouching to upright right as I fire. Ah. As long as somebody put a bullet in him. I mean, I had his head dead to rights. And he goes, and right as I push fire, he stands up straight. He had stood up straight the entire time.
I go for, yeah. So my character, this particular character is level 35.
Yeah, I can see that.
So my weapon is also higher level. And so it does a lot more damage.
Yeah.
I can get away with not doing headshots on him.
Okay.
Whereas,
Shall we run?
yeah.
Oh, but I can't. My AP is going down quickly.
It's okay.
How do I not run?
It'll stop you. It'll make you walk when it runs out of AP. You won't just be stuck. You'll just walk.
See, interestingly for me... Yeah, go ahead.
To answer your question, I think it's the slash.
Oh, okay.
I think it's /. Not positive, though.
Isn't this where we started? It is.
No, we came in from the outside. Hey, did you close the door on me? Maybe I closed the door. I think I closed the door.
I don't know. You and I got split up. You're in the medical lab. I went past.
Where the quests are, yeah.
Oh.
Well, one of the quests, the inoculation project quest, is in there. Miguel's step is in the next hangar over.
Okay. Ew. There's a lot of stuff in here. Trying to be picky about what I take. This is a completionist's nightmare. Yeah, and by completionist I mean the I gotta have everything. So maybe an OCD nightmare.
Like the person who's grabbing everything right now.
I'm not grabbing everything.
I am.
Oh yeah, you can.
Well, I am way over encumbered. This is the reason why I was so pissy about them putting stash limit caps
In the regular game.
Yeah, because Bethesda, their games have always been like, back at your home base, you have unlimited storage options somewhere in the game, and then this is like the first time that they've done away with that. And so, on the one hand, they more so than like any other game company, they fill their games with stuff, just everything. you can pick stuff up.
Yeah.
There's piles and piles and piles of different kinds of things. And so that paired with the crafting system
Mm-hmm.
and then collecting gear, it's just, yeah, them not having some sort of unlimited storage was such a big piss off.
Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for in here, but I'm not finding it.
So the quest marker is above us.
Yeah, you stupid little punk.
There's a second floor to this hangar.
Well, that would explain things.
I smell the coffee. I'll drink pretty much any coffee that comes available, if you know, but the difference between various coffees is big. And last month I bought some cheap coffee. And this month I bought my normal coffee, which still isn't expensive, but it's not as cheap.
Yeah.
And
where
the
are the
taste, the difference in taste is huge.
Near the stairs.
Oh, I can't play this game third person. It's okay. It's more like the games that you've traditionally played if you're in third person.
Yeah, I'm playing it in third person. I think I want to try playing this a little when I'm not streaming.
Ooh, why?
Huh? Just
why?
so I can get
Fallout 4 if you want to get used to it.
No, it's not that. It's just it's kind of like the reason why I play other games that I'm playing when I'm not streaming. So there's some things that I can do that just don't need to be done on stream.
I was actually surprised when you suggested this. I don't know. When I was talking about the Fallout first, I was being careful to not say anything about you playing with me. And I think you brought it up.
I did, because you were talking about the whole server thing.
Yeah.
Inoculation project. Folks, I've got some exciting news to share. As you all know, Dr. Hudson has been continuing her research in the lab at this place. Well, she just reported in to let us know she's made a significant breakthrough. Looks like inoculation against scorched plague could soon become a reality. Fingers crossed. Do everything we can to help her. Survival depends on it. Yeah, you could have said that with a lot less words. Research.
See, this is part of the main, as close to a main quest line as this game has.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped the ball on the quest story. Oh, it's just terrible in this game. It's just,
I don't think they thought people were playing this game for a quest story.
Which is stupid, because that's what Fallout people
Yes.
were playing for.
But this game tells reeks to me like we want something that's got some MMO-ish elements like group questing and things, and we want people to be playing a Fallout game in multiplayer, but more importantly, PvP Fallout.
That's true. There is.
Okay, so sorry, I'm reading. Struggling to survive post-war world. Search for safe, sustainable sources. As a challenge to anyone, strange mutated creatures are everywhere. They're dangerous. Scorched is the top. To better understand, observing and gathering info from people, from survivors. Scorched beasts. Terrifying images of mutated bats that poison the ground and warp living creatures. First learned about them from the Brother Steel in the southeast. Nobody believed him at first. Thought it was crap. An excuse to get supplies from us. They were wrong. The first encounter she'll never forget. She doesn't know how to give you details because she doesn't know. Some living creatures mutate when they come into contact. Skin black and smells of ash. Biochemical process begins. Lesions burn. They're covered in smoldering embers. That's what it looks like. Higher mental function disappears for humans, replaced by animalistic aggression. Watching a friend or loved one is bad. We've gathered a lot of information. Maybe you have his vaccine. Need better equipment. We found some that could help. Might find a way to counter it. Or reverse it. Only time will tell. There's probably more about the Scorch Beast, but I'm not going to go back.
Oh, you're done. Oh, no, you're good.
One more. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm grabbing coffee.
The Scorched are lethal. Existential threat. We need to defeat or contain them so they won't spread. Don't know enough about the Scorched to have tactics. Common sense attack with a deadly predator. You're most likely going to find them because they're hunting you. Stay away. Shoot them. Especially from small spaces because they can't fit in there. They emit radiation and they have a bite. Stay away at all costs. Using Radix to gauge them at close range. Savage, deadly, mindless. Can use guns and weapons. Always hostile to everything. Fight them like a deadly plague raider. Minimize risk of infection. Don't get too close. Little hope against them. Stay away. Okay. Any messages? Has anyone seen Larry Pickerman? Keep an eye out. He's missing. 6 feet, brown, green eyes, about mid-50s. He was with a group of refugees. Electrician. Unsolicited work on our main computer. We had to escort him out of the command. And really, honestly, the only reason they want him is because he sold their screwdriver. We're the responders.
Somebody got escorted out for stealing a screwdriver?
He was doing some unsolicited work on the computer, and so they had to escort him out, and then he disappeared. And you get to the very end of the message, and the guy said, we really need to find him. He took my best screwdriver, and I'd like to get it back. Like here, now we get to the crux of the matter. So we can't be we're the responders, can't be pushed around by the Brother of Steel. We'll help anyone, but we have limited resources. They're making demands to hold back the Scorch. Yes. We're not soldiers. Think carefully before helping them. We need your skills probably more than they need them. All we have is training, knowledge, and courage. They're not our enemy, but they're not friendly either. Stay focused. The brother...
Allies, not...
Enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's essentially what they're saying.
Oh, I was going to say the not allies, but not outright enemies is... So kind of competing factions is...
Well, I think it's kind of like if you've watched Rebels, it's very good Star Wars cartoon. But in the 4th or the end of the 3rd season, the people who are the Rebel Alliance, they're in an alliance of different rebellions. And another faction that's a rebellion disagrees with them. They're all against the Empire, but that faction uses different tactics to do what they're doing, and it doesn't matter to them if in some ways they become like the Empire to accomplish it. So you've got they're united against a common foe, but their tactics keep them separate. Yeah. That's how this rings to me. Sad news. might have heard about Rachel. She's gone to the Brotherhood of Steel. We'll miss her. Wish her the best. We have few medics. Please volunteer if you can spare the time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Think I'm done.
Then Miguel, the quest for setting up your camp is in this next one over.
Okay, I just need to eat something.
You're hungry.
I'm hungry. And I'm a bit thirsty. You know, sitting there reading that, it just took a long time.
It's so irritating because Fallout as a series before Bethesda ever got involved. Fallout as a series has nice, deep lore and potential for stories.
Mm-hmm.
Bethesda, historically has had really, really good storytelling. And you would think that if you mix the two, it turns out well. But the story in Fallout 4 was kind of and then the story in this one is garbage. It's not garbage. I mean, it's an interesting story, but the way they tell it, it's obviously just didn't care.
Yeah, this game feels thrown together. Like they wanted to. It almost feels like they just wanted to have something that was a little bit like Fallout 4, like it look and feel of Fallout 4, but the different context to it.
Yeah, it looks way better than Fallout 4. People that say that it looks the same, no, it looks so much better, but it's still such a.
I think they rushed it out. I think they were pressured to rush it out early.
Yeah.
This feels like they didn't finish doing what they were doing.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's one of the things I like about the developer I'm working with. They would love to have had my story by now. But as I've been explaining to them what I'm trying to do with it, hey Jen, welcome in. As I've been explaining to them what I'm trying to do with it, they've been very flexible. They're like, okay, because they know that if I do the work now, it'll get faster as I go, and they'll have a much more thorough and complete story. That's a much more enriching experience. I think that as a player, I would not. There are times when I'm playing stories where they give you choice, where I feel like I'm still being forced into a choice, and I'm trying to give players as much options to get around an obstacle as they can.
Yeah. And then you also have that concept of, I don't remember who said it. I'm sure it was some game company CEO or something, but
probably EA.
Rushed. No. This is not how. This is
okay. Then it wouldn't be EA, definitely.
No. A rushed game is never good. A good game is never rushed.
That sounds like Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard used to always be very notorious for that sort of thing.
They still are.
Ooh, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Someone got you. Hey, here's the funny thing, Jen. People who have a peanut allergy can eat those.
Oh, that's a horrible out of context quote.
Yes, it is, and you said it. Maybe. I'm looking at all these bots. I do like Cogsworth. He's entertaining. He's basically, he's the droid.
Mm-hmm.
Miguel's journal.
So the nuclear revolution, the timeline split in this game comes into because it's an alternate reality. Besides being a post-apocalyptic genre, it's also alternate reality. And the split kind of came into where the technological developments focused, and rather than computing and microelectronics, nuclear energy, nuclear power, and robotics became the robotics without microelectronics somehow. But those became the focus of.
Yeah, I think you're just getting the wrong kinds of sweets. And remember, they're made differently, so they're going to taste very different from to what you're used to. I've had my fair share of European treats that just did not sit well because I'm not used to them.
So American cuisine, and I think our treats kind of follow. American cuisine is about how can we make it more unhealthy.
I know, that's not how it's how can we make it so that it tastes fantastic and costs virtually nothing.
Costs virtually nothing.
Yeah.
We pay our farmers to grow soy, wheat, sugar. Well,
they don't not necessarily sugar it up, because remember, high fructose corn syrup, you can use a fraction of it and it's just as sweet as sugar. So you actually reduce the amount of sugar in it. Yeah.
Because it's corn, taxpayers pay for it twice. You buy it, and you pay taxes to subsidize it.
Yeah, well, they agree. They agreed to that. So, but there's a reason why I only drink these versions of this. I'm gonna see if I can get in close enough. You see what that says right there? I know it's backwards. It says 0. And so I mean, it's got no sugar in it, but the particular sweetener that they use, unlike most others, they don't use aspartame, which is that artificial sweetener that can lead to the cancerous one. Yeah. It's
sucralose, probably.
Sucralose, which is made from, which is what they make Splenda. That's basically Splenda.
Alcohol.
Yeah, and Splenda can be made from organic sources.
So the artificial sweeteners, they'll trigger your metabolism and insulin reactions the same as sugar, or worse than sugar. Something I don't remember, but yeah, you don't get the. You don't get the.
Yeah, but you know what my comment is to everybody who starts commenting? I don't care.
Yeah,
if I wanted,
you're not getting the fat storage.
Yeah, no, this comes down to that unsolicited. If I don't ask you, then don't tell me. You know, because I've had people come into the stream and I'll be talking, doing something, and I'll take a swig of this, and next thing I know, someone goes on a diatribe about how bad it is for me and blah 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 blah. And I was like, I didn't ask you for that.
So you're in my house, man. Chillax.
Jen, you're free to say what you want, because I know you're just talking about yourself. Okay, I haven't gotten anything that says I'm done yet. Disengage lock. Okay. Okay, maybe. So Jen, have you been using that mod view thing I sent you? Because you know you're in a channel where you can use it.
Did you get the quest?
What's the quest?
Oh, you had...
Miguel's thing is gone.
Search Miguel's terminal for camp schematics. I think it's a holotape that you have to get out of the machine rather than read something.
Okay. Schematics. Yeah, they're on my remote device.
Oh, okay. Just my... so it's just a matter of my quest line isn't updating for your progression.
Ooh, there's a Tinker's thing right here. Yes. Well, now that you're here, try it. And here, I'll even be so kind as to share the link with you right here. There you go. Yes. Yes. What do you... Stop it.
We're on the same team, so I can't do any damage to you.
Sure. Oh, there's a terminal right here. What is this?
Oh, this is responder stuff, which you can do, but is unconnected to the camp quest.
Nothing.
We already did it.
Yeah, we already did it. Yep. And you can use that once you set up commands for once you know what the commands are for a channel, you can set them. So like this is what it is on my phone. I can just tap a button. The green one you see that's highlighted there, that's quote. So I tap it and it posts quote. I realize I may have made a mistake. That's funny because people don't realize until they watch it what I mean by that. It's not the eating the Brussels sprout that was the mistake. Where did you go? Wo bist du? Oh, there you are. Stop standing right where I can see you. It's hard. Stop standing in plain sight. It's rude.
But you were looking straight forward. Your brain wasn't thinking three-dimensionally.
Yeah. Mike, I'm so glad you didn't die. Otherwise, I'd still be playing WoW.
Oh, that was Tom.
Yes, it was. That was so worth going in as a quote. That needed to be. All right. So now where are we? That was during the Extra Life event.
So since my quest, my stuff is not updating your quest line, I believe it should be north. Let's see. You've got find a camp guide program for the Protectron.
Yeah.
Okay, no, yours still shows that. You still need to come to it. Or maybe you need to read it. That might be it.
I read everything on that stupid computer.
No, you're.
Oh, wait a minute.
In your stop.
No, right here.
Boy.
It's right here.
Your Pip Boy. Oh.
It was, yeah, I was saying, it's an object sitting on the thing. Sweet Bean. My sweet Gary Bean, I'll be up at my camp. Maria is giving me a sanity day so I can relax. Join me. I hope you brought some of that comfort food from Flatwoods. We can have a picnic. Don't worry, if any volunteers stop by to learn stuff, the robots should be able to take care of them. I wrote a whole program to deal with that so I can actually relax and enjoy the great outdoors with you now. Love you, dear heart. Miguel.
Well, okay then.
Yep. So that's done now.
No wonder why it wasn't updating.
Find the next journal in Sutton, I guess? I don't know. Okay, now I've got one to the north.
Yeah, give holotape to Miguel's Protectron.
Tentative plans, yeah, I see it. That's fine, you can test them all out. That one's random. You can do that one multiple times, the extra life facts. Yeah, is that just so you can get my attention? Yeah, so you'll get different ones when you do the extra life facts and the extra life hospitals. It's pulling data from a bin. Yep. Haha. Oh, flowers, flowers. Ha, flowers, pretty flowers. Give me.
I was wondering if you were gonna grab those.
Give me flowers. It's my favorite part of this game. I run around and pick all the pretty flowers.
Even though they rot.
Yeah, you kind of have to give it a, like, I think it actually has a built-in thing. Oh, flowers, flowers. I don't care if they rot. Gives me something to do. Look, let's be honest here. I'm here to pick flowers and do my darndest not to die.
Pick flowers and kill things.
Try. Usually they're killing me. So, isn't that nice, Jen? And I'm not sure how you can see what all the commands are that are on Nightbot. You would know better. Yes, and you can just now. Yes, you can change the name and the URL.
I'm trying to follow you.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the quest update.
So, and Jen, if you do that, okay, yeah, it's north. We just have to head north. The what I was gonna say. Once you do save the presets, once you save a preset, when you leave a channel and then come back to its page on that mod view thing, it saves those. Oh, flowers.
It's funny because you're going after the flowers, but I'll divert for logs on the ground to grab wood from them. Oh,
here he is. Yeah, I was say suddenly it moved. You don't. It just saves. Once you do save preset and you put one in there, it's saved. And if you're doing it if you do the things in the browser. That's odd, because set up this camp in only 9,999 minutes. Bravo. Go over to that nearby clearing. Open your boy. Press C. Do I do it here?
Yeah. Just follow their instructions and do it. Or as close to. So there's a perimeter.
Yeah, but everything's red right now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to explain right now. There's
Okay.
a perimeter between camps. Like you can't have camps stacked on top of each other. So this is Miguel's camp, so you're just going to have to go out a little bit until you can... Do you have a green perimeter circle?
Yeah, I have a green perimeter circle. I'm just... okay, it's turned green.
Okay.
Yeah. This is fine. Activate your camp.
Go up here. There we go. So I can build in your camp. If we're on the same team, we can build in each other's camps.
Okay. Build a campfire.
And I also have gear. I have scrap. If you don't have enough of something.
Right now I'm trying to figure out how to change. There we go. Walls.
I think it was Jen and I talking about the Fallout games. It may have been somebody else, but I thought it was Jen. About how Fallout 4, despite the story, the gameplay was the best of the...
I enjoyed what I played. As far as game goes, I enjoyed what I played of it. It wasn't doing well on stream, so I stopped playing it.
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago. Okay, so how do I... Gameplay mechanics. Yes, once you set it up, the most difficult part is just setting up the commands. So my strategy for that is as I'm going through, I'll set up the really important ones initially, and then as I'm going through and I realize I need another one, then I set it. So how do I build a campfire?
So besides clicking on the camp itself, when you're in a place where you should be able to build, so like here in your camp, you can also just hold down the V button until it brings up the build menu.
Okay. That doesn't answer my question about building a fire, because I don't see a fire in here.
I'm trying to walk you step by step.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the next step until...
Yeah, I'm in the menu. I've gone back and forth on it looking. So I could see all the different options.
It should be on floor decor, I believe. But I will check. Build a campfire is what it says. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's in crafting.
It's in crafting. Okay. So, but for me, the biggest advantage, Jen, is having the chat in a in the same window with all of those, and this. See, I have multiple tabs open on my Safari browser now, where I can just tap onto that thing, and I'm in the channel, and I can just tap them. Okay, so crafting, I see cooking station. Is that what they're?
Yes.
Well, it needs support. I'm guessing here. No.
No, you just need to move it around until. There are some things that require floors,
Ooh.
but most things don't.
Is this something we're going to be eating around, or we just cook at it?
You cook at it.
Okay, so let's put it E. Boom, boom. Haha. Okay, so I did that one. Build a simple stash box. I'm good.
Job set up for a quad stream.
I may be at this for a little while.
No, that's okay. That is part of Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 crafting. Like, you can have streams of just crafting.
And now I'm looking. Stash box. There we go.
And I am going to build next to your stash box a box that you won't be able to use.
Well, that's rude of you.
Well, it's because of stupid Fallout First. Stupid, stupid, stupid. This is the... Oh, never mind. I can't build it in your...
And actually, no, Jen, I've never seen it. You've just described it to me. But me, I'm always for if I have this option where I can just tap a button and have something happen, I'm gonna do that. Like this one. In 1912, a Paris orphanage held a raffle to raise money. The prizes were live babies.
What? Wow. Oh.
That's where I got the idea. That's where I got the idea for the extra life stuff. Will you shut up? Noisy. Look, I have to deal with a noisy neighbor in real life. I don't want to have to listen to you.
You're talking to what's his face?
He was talking. No, he was just talking at me from over there. The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 is the shortest war on record. 38 minutes.
Wow. That could be because they saw how everybody else was following before the English.
Yeah. Oh, and Jen. Oh, you're leaving? Okay. Yeah, you just split my screen however many times I need till I can't read anything anymore. If you put shout out in there, if you put like exclamation mark SO in as one, then when you want to use that one, you just go to the actual thing where it says shout out and you type. Then you tap right next to it in the little white box and you could just type their name and then hit the send and then just remove the name. Depends on how. Okay, so I did this part. Is there anything else I need to do right now here?
Let's see, you've already done those?
Yeah, the thing is complete. So the quests I have now are miscellaneous, advanced responder training, an ounce of prevention, Dr. Hudson's.
Talk back to him at all? Or talk?
No, he yelled. He was talking at me, remember? So I was saying, shut up. I have a noisy neighbor.
Okay. Yeah, no, if you're done talking with him. So this camp, you can move to other places. You just have to, so anywhere you're at, you can set your camp down. It costs caps, so it costs currency.
Yeah. So, yes, Jim, but if you're already interacting in that box and it's just sitting right there, you just type their name and hit the send button. That's it. That's how it's, because you're already going to have that white box right there. And if you're on mobile and you're sitting there using it and you're sitting there and you're scrolling through your commands, looking at them, and so you have, because the chat is down below that. So this is all up at the top. So the chat's down below on the page. So you're scrolling through these to use them, right? And so if you're already up there, rather than moving the page all the way down so you can get to the chat down here, you just type the person's name in that white box and hit send. Yes, it's a little bit of a mind shift. Oh, okay. So, hey, I didn't put that there. You put that there.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I can build in your camp, you can build in mine.
All right, so
So
what?
I did that so I could scrap all of my excess crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be light enough to fast travel.
Yes. So that's the... Okay, so T. I can scrap all that stuff. Oh, that safe space one that it just posted? You didn't post it, but the bot posted it. That's a variable one too. There's only 2 of them in there right now, but they...
And you can fast travel to team members' camps for free.
I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to scrap.
Ah. Are you still over? Yeah.
Yeah.
Weapons?
I'm working my way through. Short hunting rifle. How do I tell the difference between them and what I currently have?
The hearts. Well, wait.
It's for me. I see dashes and pluses next to the stats things.
No, not on the stats. On the list itself, some things have hearts next to them.
Yeah,
if you favorited an item. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the hunting rifle that you've got.
Mm-hmm.
You've been using.
Yeah.
The square to the left of the name means it's equipped. The heart means it's favorite.
Yeah, I got that. Okay, so now I'm going to leave it there so you can see when the stream catches up. So I've got it on a short hunting rifle.
Yeah.
How do I tell how that compares to things that I already have?
Oh, the pluses and the minuses. It'll compare to what you have equipped. So minus means it's worse.
So yeah.
Plus means it's better.
So bye-bye.
Yeah, so like that short hunting rifle weighs more, but is worse in every other way.
I think I should at least keep at least 1 shotgun.
Okay. And I can, if you keep 1 shotgun, I can modify it for you. Scrapping weapons also, you have a small chance of getting access to modifications for that particular weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's one of the ways to learn modifications for weapons.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's the weapons that I can scrap. Oh, let me go over here to my box. I don't have any junk to store. I don't know what. I have so much stuff.
I can't ever look at it in just the basic inventory category. I have to look at it in the smaller categories. It's just too much information.
How do I?
C and Z. So
Okay. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's just a matter of I don't know how many weapons to keep versus.
I usually keep one melee, which you don't have to if it's harder for you to do melee. I would have at least melee or a shotgun. So 1 like face-to-face range, 1 melee range weapon. Shotguns count as melee range weapons. 1 melee range weapon.
Yeah, I got it.
1 medium distance weapon like pistols or assault rifles, and then 1 long range weapon.
Oh, I have an extra. It's a marksman's armor piercing hunting rifle, but it looks like it's less.
Throw that in your inventory for now, like in your stash, because we may be able to modify that to be better. I don't know.
Yeah. gonna scrap that one. And what about the explosives that I can throw?
I use them.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to try figuring it out yet.
I scrapped that. Okay, leave that.
I rarely use them, I should say.
Yeah.
Because it's, yeah.
These hollows, can I leave them here?
The hollows?
Yeah.
Unless it has
A quest thing next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would keep all of the U.S. government requisitions, supply requisitions, but the hollows don't weigh anything.
Okay. These plans, I can use them here, right?
You can't use them from your interacting with your stash.
No, but in one of my crafting stations.
No, you have to activate. Okay, yes and no.
Okay.
You have to activate the plan when you're not in any sort of, when you're just in your normal Pip-Boy. You're not interacting with the crafting station. You're not interacting with the stash.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's how to learn the plan. Once you've learned the plan, then yes, you can craft them either from like a crafting menu, a build menu, depending on what the plan is for.
What is
But
the...
to actually use it, to learn it, you have to have it in your inventory.
Yeah.
And activate it from your inventory. Like not your stash, not your box, but on your body.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's get out of this. Now, in my Pip-Boy, I can set things to the favorites, right?
You can do that. You can also, if your mouse wheel, it bring up, that's your, the mouse wheel brings up your favorites menu. So yes, you can do that in your Pip-Boy. And you can also set things to a favorite slot.
Okay, yeah. Go. Okay, I think that's all.
And then you see how they're numbered 1 through.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I figured that out.
Okay.
So I have my 3 ranges. I think I am going to keep the axe for now.
Okay. Until
yeah. Okay. So over here, I need to. Well, how do I put? No, I know what. Hold on, I can figure this out. Okay. So 6. What's the difference between the silver lining and the pocketed leather chest piece?
So silver lining is a 1 star out of 4. So 1 star out of a maximum of 4. A 1 star legendary version. It's still just level 5, so a level 50 would still be better than a legendary level 5.
So a level 5 versus a level 5. But one's the 1 star legendary, the other one's not.
Yeah, so the star, each star gives you something. In this case, that 1 star gives you +1 endurance.
Yeah.
So besides its normal stats.
Sorry, I'm not trying to take too much time.
No, you're fine.
Scrap that. Scrap that.
This is part of the game, man.
I don't like my outfit, but I can't do anything about that right now.
Mm-mm. So there's underwear, outerwear, and armor. There's 3 layers of clothing that you can wear, and it's not an either or. You can have one set of under clothing, one set of armor, like a full set of armor, and then a full set of outerwear. That's what you've got on is your outerwear. Like what you can see is your outerwear.
Okay.
It covers, whereas you can see my armor, it's because I don't have any outerwear on at all.
Yeah, it's like how like in WoW they gave you the ability to skin certain things to look a different way, but it didn't do anything, but it was purely cosmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the idea. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at what all I can build.
No, you're good. It is a mini game in and of itself. A lot of people really, really, really disliked in Fallout 4 is when they put the crafting stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people really disliked that, but I love the crafting.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's just I don't want. I'm thinking about.
So when you move your camp, chances are wherever you move it to won't have the same.
That's fine. I'm just trying to put it in a circle right now.
No. What was I going to say?
I thought you were going to say it wasn't going to have the same arrangement, like the way I have it arranged right now. So sorry.
Very good. Because it won't have the same. The ground level will be different. Everything will go into like a little mini stash that you can't necessarily see.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go in to build something, if it existed beforehand,
yeah,
like if it existed in your previous build,
mm-hmm.
then it should be. There will be like a number.
Yeah.
That indicates it's going to be a very small indicator that's very easy to miss, but it's essentially something that says, "Hey, you've already got one of these." So when you put it down, rather than using up materials, it's just going to place this pre-built one.
Yeah.
So because you're building it and placing it now, you'll be able to place one for free, essentially, when you move the camp.
Oh, okay. It's not going to make me build it again.
Correct.
Like build using resources.
Correct.
It already exists. It'll just port it there, and you just go, okay, plop that one down because it already exists. Plop that one down. Plop that one down. Oh, that's new. That's going to cost you stuff. Okay.
Now, in the past, there was a level where things got put into a blueprint that you had to take the blueprint apart first before that was true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's still the case or not. The whole idea of having blueprints is so you can take a pre-built set of stuff and move it around. But
I don't think there's anything else I can build right now, and I've got my weight down.
Yeah, if your weight is down, that's what I was waiting for.
Should I cook some stuff real quick?
No, my camp.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
if you bring up your map.
Did you say you want to get off?
No, I want to show it off.
Show it off. That's fine. I can do that.
You'll be able to see how much I care about the time you've been taking. Okay, so southeast of where we are, go to the ridge line, and there's like a jungle gym looking sphere southeast of where we are.
The blue one that says Bolton Greens?
Nope. So keep going southeast. It's like a jungle gym. It's a
geodesic dome.
Yes.
With the spike. Yeah, Golgoth's camp. I see it now.
Okay. Yep. So now that we're not over encumbered, we can fast travel to my camp.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix something real quick while it's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Adjusting some of the timers on things.
Yeah. So this will be to give you an idea of what
J
could
Jam Jim is live.
So much junk, so little time.
I agree, bot. I agree. That was.
he is. He shouldn't be.
Hmm.
He is. He shouldn't be.
No, he said so much junk, so little time.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you were talking to Jen. She said in chat. She said he is. He shouldn't be. He might be early.
Yeah, he just went live. I just got an email.
Oh, talking about the guy, the
J Jam Jim.
real human being who went live on stream.
Yeah, but then I also laughed at the bot because I agreed with him. Okay. Still figuring out the pacing for the timers. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And then go back to okay, boom. Back to the game. Yeah, there's some people I still get the email notifications for, and it helps me get into their channel a lot faster.
There it is. Oh, my game was crashing for a second.
I say watermelons.
Die. Yeah,
Yes.
so this is. I want to do this to give you an idea of what could be done. You know, I spent a ton of time on this space, so like a little farm.
Oh my goodness, I gotta control myself. I'm gonna harvest all your crap. No touchy. No touchy.
So besides harvesting it, you know, there's also cooking it.
Oh, I
And
suppose.
having the materials and stuff to cook with.
Suppose that
Otherwise,
counted.
it's just gonna rot in your inventory.
I was distracted with stream stuff.
So
Yeah.
you can set up a farm of your own, which, if you would like, you can plant these things. Like if you pick them and you have fertilizer, then at your own camp you can plant. But you need a version of the plant as well as fertilizer in order to plant it yourself. And then there'll be some things like I'm not sure that I don't think you'll be able to plant melon yet. I don't think you'll be able to plant gourd yet because you have to learn how to do that. Then there's like water purifiers. So what I want to show off is walk up to the edge of the cliff.
Oh, I'm trying to do something.
Oh.
Okay. Now what? Okay. Over there? Alright, I'm coming. Hey, yeah.
So this cliff that we're on next to, if you remember on the map, there's a very long ridge line.
Mm-hmm.
There's few places to get up from one level to the next, from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
Very few. So this is a place where I was able to, you know, that green boundary. If you remember when you set your camp up, that green boundary. Besides, it's a sphere, not a circle.
Yeah.
So
It goes down as it goes down and up. It's 3-dimensional.
yeah. So this is one of the few places where I was able to build all the way from the bottom to the top. So anybody that, like, if I was in the open world, not in a private world, if I'm in the game, anybody can come use this.
Oh, nice.
So there's like power, you know, electricity and whatnot. There's lights. This thing down on the Oh, you're trying to take a picture?
Yeah, but it's not cooperating, so I'm done. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Okay.
Sorry, no, I fell. That's why I was down.
Oh, okay. Why are we down here?
I was down there because I fell. But so in there, that big blue thing is my power generator.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nuclear power generator, whereas there's you won't be able to build that right away until you get the plans for it.
Yeah.
It gives off a lot more power than most.
Okay. Oh, me likey. Can't get far enough out to show us both. Dang it. Oh, let me see if I can sit here. See what happens. I was making a clip. See if that works. Come on. Takes a moment for us to get that buff.
Yeah. Then you can also get a buff by sleeping on a bed. So there's a bed there.
I need to eat and drink. Or no, just drink. How long do I have to play this thing?
You already got it.
Oh.
You just must not have seen it.
Yeah.
Across. No, I saw it come across on your stream.
Oh, well, Shenka. And I also get just from sitting down.
No buff from sitting.
Wish it would let me pull the camera out just a little bit more. You know, like when you're sitting, have the camera disconnect or give you a little more extended range than when you're playing.
Yeah. You can do it with the camera.
Camera mode, yeah. Wait, I need to drink something. And now it shows me as hungry.
You get buffs for keeping them near full.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why I keep that garden up there is so that I can keep myself sated with a variety of stuff. Because buffs don't stack if they're identical.
Yeah.
But they do if they're not. So getting the buffs from multiple kinds of food and drink.
Okay. So
it would be time to wrap up if you would like. If you're going to keep playing that, you go to the bathroom. So this is the thing that it's another example of Bethesda recognizing what the players want.
But making you pay for it.
And making you pay for it. This lets you put all of your junk, like your scrap, in. You can't use it though, but it has an unlimited inventory.
Fallout First is required. Whatever that is.
That's the paid subscription.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so private servers.
The
which
person.
They said that we would get, and the ability to mod, which we still don't have for anybody. But private servers, the unlimited inventory option there.
So should I move my camp somewhere over here?
No, you can put your camp wherever you want.
So yeah.
I usually have my camp in a location on purpose.
Because it wouldn't be a crappy game if it didn't have a paid sub.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
I don't actually. Fallout 76 gives me what I want from it. I don't think it's a crappy game. I think that it wasn't worth a AAA title price, and I think it's ridiculous that they are putting the things that players want behind a paywall. Yeah, so if they had sold this for $25, even $29, or like the kind of a B level, not a full price game, but like that mid tier. If they would have sold it for that, I think it would have been just fine. Because it's not a good game, but it is. So I don't know. Sell it for $29.99 US.
Yeah.
Although they would have done €29.
Yeah, they don't change it. And no, the worst one is there's the Brits. They charge them, if it's $29, they charge them
£29.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, they do.
Jeez. And that's an even worse exchange rate than euro to the dollar.
Okay. So, I'd like to
Oh
go.
yeah, EA is garbage. And EA wasn't garbage. EA became garbage when they decided to expand their business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's at the same place that Bethesda is at right now. I think they're trying to up their financial value in order to attract investors to expand.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that reminds me. Okay, so while we're both here, regardless of what we do next, I want to give you all of the plans that I have.
okay, so how do? Yeah, because I was about to ask, because I just pulled mine out.
Well, so you have to not be in your inventory.
I'm not in the inventory.
I mean, like, you need to be in your inventory.
Yeah, they can't be in the Vault Tech thing. I put them in my inventory.
Okay, so now bring up your inventory. Not the Vault Tech, but your personal inventory.
Yeah, the tab.
Yep, and now when you click on it, it'll use it. Just the difference of clicking on it when you're in your stash.
Vault
you
Tech's.
have 3 level ups.
Okay.
Right, and then now
I forget to use.
message.
I forget to use those.
It's okay. I'm going to drop a bunch of plans. Only grab the ones that you don't.
Give your kids memories they have to suppress. They don't have to. They don't have to repress. I'll choose that in a second. Right here.
Yep, so just the ones that you don't already know.
Here, I'll put the ones down that I don't know. Let me go back in. Let me get these out of the way. I'm assuming you won't even let me learn them. Yeah.
Correct.
So.
I've been intentionally keeping repeats, ones that I already know that I pick up. I've been intentionally keeping copies of.
Okay, so how do I put them down?
Or whomever. The R is the drop button from when you're in your inventory. Whatever item you have selected, you can drop.
There you go. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, I pooped it out.
Very good. So you, looking at your stream, you did not already know that T. That you dropped it anyway.
Well, it's because it wouldn't let me learn it.
Watching your stream,
Oh.
I didn't see
I clicked. No, it let me learn it that time. But the first time I clicked it, it didn't. It just kept not doing anything.
See, I was watching watching your stream and I never saw your cursor go over it at all.
So, but there it is.
Alright.
Around here.
So yeah, if you want to do the level up, I can walk you through that.
Sure.
I mean, I think that you have been not wanting to do it because you've not done it for 3 levels in a row.
No, I didn't remember it.
Okay, so just as a quick, to help walk you through it, the focus of your character is going to dictate where you put the points. So do you want your character to be focused on melee stuff? Do you want to be able to carry a whole bunch of crap? Do you want long-range weapons? Do you want shorter-range weapons? Do you want to focus on crafting? Be like a tank that you can take a bajillion bullets. So this is one of those that...
Okay, I have a separate question. How do I, because I thought I've already done some of this. How do I see what I've already done?
Press tab. So before you press
Ah.
tab, where it says special, you already have the number of points.
I'm gonna go back. So 3, 1. So I put 3 in strength, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1, 1. Okay, so tab.
So are you just going to ignore me trying to walk you through it?
I was trying to see something. I messed up.
Oh,
I did.
it's okay.
No, I'm not trying to ignore you. I just was trying to... I wanted to see what traveling pharmacy was. But now this Iron Fist is down here. How do I get it back up there?
Click on it.
Click on it again.
Yeah. Okay, so do you see how in the top bottom right corner of the card you have 3 stars? And how only one of them is
Yeah.
highlighted? So go back up to the top one and click on it till it's not in the top anymore. Now go back down to the bottom. But
Oh.
do you see how it says you have 2?
Okay, so up there it's been put in place.
So exactly, you have 2 copies of that card. If you have it selected, you look down at the bottom where it has little hotkeys for different functions. There's one that says rank up. If you have multiple copies of a card,
you can rank it up. Okay.
if the combination of those cards is allowed within the number of stars.
Oh, yeah, like that.
To the card, yeah. So you can make that a 2-star version.
Okay.
Instead of 2 1-star versions, but then
Okay.
it will take 2 points
Mhm.
instead of 1 point.
Well, I know I want traveling pharmacy.
Yeah.
Let's go back up here.
And whether or not you use Iron Fist, I would put it in the way just because you have 2 free points.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're doing all of this, which is fine. And if you want to progress and level up without my help, you're welcome to.
Mm-hmm.
But before you select stuff,
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see what I'd put on here before. I think I did this part with you before.
we have done it once.
Yeah, and that was it.
We've done it a couple times, maybe. But you say this part as though it's all
No, I mean,
thing.
no, I just wait. The ones that I have that you see that are currently up there, I did from that one time. I think it was. So I was just looking. So you asked. Okay, so back to the question you asked before. Now that I know what was there. So you said, do I want to be a tank or range? Do I want to be better at long range or mid range? Do I want to be a crafter?
No.
No, it was like all kinds of things you asked. I'm not.
Let me re-ask.
Yeah,
You're
I understand what you're gonna say. I misstated. I wasn't saying it's either or, and then there's other choices. Make that all one question. I can be this, or this is how you worded it
correct.
before.
Yep.
So I need those choices again.
Okay. So there's actually, I will pair them together where they're supposed to be paired together. Melee and or, these two are paired. Melee and or be able to carry a whole bunch of crap.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's right there below it.
Perception is long range accuracy.
Okay.
Ignore everything else that it says, but long range accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And damage.
Yeah.
Endurance is you're a bullet sponge.
Okay. Endurance Marine. Got it.
Well, Marines are also endurance perception would be Marine. Endurance perception charisma would be a Marine. Charisma is it's like party buffs. Hey, Sparky Pugwash. Yeah, so charisma is party
Hey,
buffs,
Sparky.
but there's more to it than just that. Things like barter prices and but really party buffs. Is
Okay.
what charisma is for. Intelligence is crafting.
Uh-huh.
Agility is short range weapons, and sneaking, like your sneakiness.
Sneaky, sneaky.
So if you are able to sneak around and use long range weapons, then you do more damage, for example.
Yeah.
But sneak.
Yeah.
And then luck is you get stuff like little weird perks, like you have a chance of getting extra stuff when you loot flowers, or a chance of getting extra stuff when you craft something, or you have a chance of having all of your action points restored after shooting something.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
really, I would say the
So,
choices are
from what
do
you were
want to carry
talking
a whole
about.
bunch of crap?
No, I
Do you
don't.
want to be a long range shooter?
Yes.
You want to be a crafter?
Maybe.
Do you want to be a party buff
No.
paladin, I guess?
Yeah, no.
Or do you want to be sneaky?
Sneaky.
You want to be a sneaky,
Long range.
so sneaky long range. So agility and perception is where you're going to be kind of focusing.
Okay. And craft, so agility and perception, but can I also work on crafting?
You can prioritize.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's the assign points based on priorities that you are now choosing.
Yes. It is pretty cool. You're not wrong, Sparky. Hey, what are you doing over here? I know Fluffy's live. What are you doing over here? Not that I'm complaining that you're here, mind you.
But who chooses to watch Fallout 76?
No. Well, Fluffy's coding. So I mean, and he just started. So to be fair, he's probably going to be distracted for a while, and I would say that counts. That counts as a distraction for me too. So, no, the only thing I also was going to ask, Sparky's a mod in that channel. So, Sparky, you'll be happy. Look what I'm using. So.
Nightbot or?
Oh, not Nightbot. No, I was showing her him or her. I never know if it's him or her. I always assumed her.
I've started trying to always use they if I don't know.
Yeah, her. Well, I like to know which pronouns a person prefers.
Oh yeah. Even though I'm a cis male, I have a pin that I would keep on my backpack for work. And at our work, you can imagine how this would go over. But I had a pin that said my preferred pronoun is him. It was not meant to be a joke. It was meant to start conversation. It's like, yeah, sure, I'm a cis male, but if somebody walked up to me and was like, why the hell do you have that? I'd be like, well...
Yeah. Well, there's a reason.
One, let me educate you.
Yeah. There's a reason I have that GLHF badge on my name. I wear that everywhere.
Glaff.
Good luck, have fun. It's about me, playing games, having fun, and being inclusive. And you just get it, but you get it by going to the GLHF website and just signing the pledge, and then you get connects to your Twitch account. Actually, I think you may have to log in using your Twitch account, and then the badge is an option in your appearance in a chat.
So here's an example of where. So don't choose anything yet.
And I'm just looking.
Okay. So this is important for you to hear really quick. Okay.
I'm listening.
You're focused.
All
right. You picked perception, and now you're looking through the option, and now you undo everything.
Yeah. No, I didn't know if you were going to want me to be in that or back out, so I went back out to the main one. But no, I'm back
So
in.
Don't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Just listen and focus on what I'm saying. This is what I mean. What I'm about to say is what I mean by prioritization.
Okay.
So if damage and accuracy for the weapon is what you chose to be your first priority, you pick perception. You go in and you see that there's VATS, Green Thumb, and Butcher's Bounty are your options. You're like, oh, well, none of those are going to accomplish what I want out of perception. So rather than picking one or switch from here, switching, because you can, I think it's Z and C to switch to a different one, a different category from here. If you do that, you will still have put that point into perception. Even if you pick a card from another category, you still will have put that point into perception.
Okay.
So if you don't want to do that, you have to tab back.
Okay.
From here, back to the main list of special. And,
like that.
Yeah, there's the stream delay, so I can't say. Yep. So then you would say, okay, well, my second priority was agility, because agility was the sneakiness.
Mm-hmm.
So then you would go into agility and look. Now, there may be times where you want an extra point in something, but pick a card from another category. And so then you would go to that category and then Z or C over to the card that you want. But if you want a card from the category that you're putting a point in, then you have to pick that special and then a card from that category, otherwise tab back.
Okay.
And then if there's nothing here in this list that you really want, then you go to your third priority.
Which one is crafting? Intelligence?
Intelligence is crafting.
Sparky. Sparky.
Sorry,
The person who's talking is Jealous Mike. He streams with me. We do the PTSD show together. And leading up to the Extra Life week, he was streaming to my channel because he's not an affiliate. So he wanted people to be able to cheer bits and sub to donate to Extra Life. So, and he filled in for me. Yeah, he filled in for me on Monday when I was stuck at the VA, when he did the PTSD show. So yeah, he's on this channel a lot. If he's not playing with me, he's talking. So yeah, he doesn't like to stream. He just likes to play. He streams because he does this stuff with me because I stream.
And Extra Life.
Yeah, an Extra Life, yeah, definitely. All right, I'm just looking right now. I'm not doing anything.
Yep. Oh, hacking and lockpick are under intelligence and perception.
Yes.
Hacking and lockpick are important pretty much regardless.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure has the opposite effect on him.
Yes, it does. Yes.
It's the same with me. You can put in the pressure, and I will. If you say that's the trick. If you're going to pressure me to do something, you need to pressure me to do the opposite. But even then, I'm more likely to just resist entirely.
Yeah. The exception is if you can show how. So if I can show how you, Guthron, value X, Y, Z, like X, these things are super important to you, and because of that, there's this one thing that really fits this X, Y, and Z that you love, and so I think you'll like it. If you can really, really clearly paint why I would like it, or if I can clearly paint why you would like it, then it's easier to convince. Yep. But even then, that's not a
guarantee initially. I will need time to chew on it on my own, which is something my wife told one of my coworkers years ago, because this coworker did not like me because I just took the opposite side of most every discussion just because I was bored, or because I felt like groupthink was going on. And
fight groupthink to the
yeah,
bitter end.
so and this person commented on this at a thing. They were at a party or something and didn't realize that Art was my wife. And so she leaned over and said, "By the way, that's my husband, and here's the trick." And she told him, or her, I can't remember, her. You have to convince him that what you're talking about is the better option. Once you convince him, all of that you've been going against you will suddenly be in your favor.
Yeah, it's rhetoric 101.
Yeah, no, but this is not a secret. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Level 1 rhetoric is know your audience.
Yeah, like do you remember our superintendent that was, oh man, I can't remember her name.
Gilletti?
No, this was back before we split the unit.
Oh.
Female, blonde. She was super rah, bleed blue. And we had that's fine. I wasn't going to go into the actual name, but no, we had a commander's call. So a commander's call is a meeting where everybody has to go because the commander's going to talk, and usually they do required stuff.
Okay. I don't have a name, but I have a face.
Yes. So we did this commander's call, and they were always held first thing in the morning because they thought we'll catch the night crew people just as they're going off shift, and we'll keep them for like an hour, and then we'll let them go. Well, they always end up being an hour and a half.
For the last, they've been at work for the past 12 hours.
Exactly. And they never reversed that. They never said, let's keep the day people over an hour past work and we'll do something. Well, part of that was because the mid crew didn't come in until like 6 hours after the day people left. Or just tell the briefers, hey, guess what, guys? You're going to come back to work for an hour at the beginning of the mid shift and we're going to do commander's call with them. Whatever, they never do that. So it was always in the morning. So we were always tired, exhausted, and never wanted to be there. And the commander's call was over, and you could tell who the zombie mids workers were because they were falling asleep through the whole thing and getting in trouble for it, constantly getting smacked by someone to stay awake. And then as soon as the commander said go, they bolted for the doors. And it was in a theater, so the doors literally went outside on the side, so people were running like crazy to get out. And as we're trying to escape, she jumps up and goes, "Oh, wait, we got everybody freeze, and all the awake people were just grabbing the zombies and saying, "Hold on, don't shuffle off yet."
Don't leave.
Several of them did manage to escape. And yeah, that was exactly my reaction. I was like, what is going on now? And I thought she was just going to say something. She's like, there's a video we wanted to play. And so then they played it, and it was this, oh my goodness, jingoistic. It was the Airman's Creed, whatever. I am an American airman. I am a warrior. All that stuff. Video. It was this hugely patriotic, super blue Air Force thing, and she's just standing there watching it. She's got her head is up, her shoulders are back, and she's just grinning, not realizing that no one in the room is watching it because they're all staring daggers at her. Didn't matter if they were the zombies or the dayhos, as we called them, the daywalkers. The daywalkers.
Is the opposite of effective rhetoric.
Yeah. So she's just absolutely just totally oblivious, and she turns around when it's over, and she just goes, "Wow, have a great Air Force day," or something like that. And do you want to talk about being completely oblivious to your audience, not realizing that no one is getting it? No, that is not having anything near the effect that you think it's having, and it's probably actually having the opposite effect.
It's like military discipline works for two reasons. Because
they don't know any better.
It's situational, which applies. One reason is if you don't do what you're told, you go to jail. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of in-between steps, but at the end of the day, if you don't do what you're told, you go to jail.
You're giving her too much credit, Sparky.
The other reason is if you don't do what you're told, you're going to die. And again, there's in-between steps. But yeah, so the two primary motivators in the military discipline is if you don't do what you do, you're going to go to jail. If you don't do what you're told, you're going to die. So because those are the primary motivators for everybody in the military on one or the other level, the people, as the longer somebody is in the military, the further they advance, the the more responsibility, the more people they're in charge of, whatever. They don't learn how to. They don't learn rhetoric. They don't learn how to communicate with people and effectively motivate them and whatever, because they don't have to. Because the primary motivators for these other two things.
Yeah, my best.
Love the military, love your country.
For me, the best way to explain the military style of leadership is I have a stick, and if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to hit you with the stick. And I'm going to hit you harder and harder and harder until you either do it or I knock you out, i.e. kick you out of the Air Force.
Yeah.
Take the stick away, and they have no leadership.
But it's circumstantial. There's also the level where the death is an option, but it's circumstantial.
Well, see, in an environment like that, people get it. They understand. That's the problem. They didn't ever think that outside of how do I put this?
Outside of an office environment?
It's that
Or a barracks environment?
pretending like when we're back safe behind a wall, that we're still in that combat situation where we have to literally follow every single word, or we break down all the discipline and somebody's going to die. Not understanding.
Discipline should be the same as battlefield discipline.
Exactly. Even though it's not. So, how did we get off on that point?
Rhetoric 101, know your audience.
Know your audience, yeah.
But in the military, you don't need to know. Well, you can get away with not knowing your audience.
Hey,
a lot of people do.
In the Air Forces and maybe the military at large's own documentation on how to get information to people in the best manner, they straight up say briefing is the least effective way to educate people on anything, because they are not going to retain it.
But
it is the most effective for simply informing them of something. I'm going to tell you, this is fact A. We're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Short, quick, sweet.
Exactly.
Emailing is an easy alternative. The problem with emailing is that it's actually very similar to the problem with briefing. There's so much unnecessary garbage sent out that people start filtering everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if they didn't send out garbage information all the time, people, and studies have shown this, people will pay more attention, whether it's in a briefing or emailing or conversation at large. If you filter the garbage that you're sending out, you'll get better reception.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, that's where the whole TLDR came from.
too lazy, don't
Too long didn't read. That's how they put it there. But yeah, you're right. In the internet world, it's too lazy, didn't read.
Yeah, I always thought that the L was lazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's not what they're going to say in the military.
That's not what it is.
The emails would be. It just depends on the email. It would be on an enterprise system, usually Outlook of some kind. So, and then if we were talking about secure stuff, it would be on an entirely different network. So, but yeah, I can go on. You go on a
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
you go on a week vacation and you come back to 10,000 emails because there's just so many. It's easy to send emails. Well, you go take care of your bio problems. I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. Go crash nap, Jen. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to make sure you keep all your other channels up too. Since we know you like to hide in about 20. Maybe that's a bit exaggeration. I'm not going to get much water out like that. Hey, we've told you this before, that we do not require your presence. We like your presence. We prefer your presence as opposed to you not being here, but we do not require it. The stream is going to happen whether you're there or not. Now, it may not be as effective or lively, something like that, but it will happen. So and in terms of should I be at the stream or should I take care of myself, you know what I'm going to say to that. I mean, what did I do? I went into one of the channels that you're more well known in, and I turned the streamer against you to make you go to bed. Well, don't rest then. Go take a shower. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we did. We went in and we said, because you told me what time you were going to bed, and then I said it in the chat, and the streamer caught it, and he's like, all right, we're counting down. Oh, Sparky, since you're here, well, I wanted to show you something. So I'm going to change scenes for a second. Yeah, shower's great. So... Sorry, it's not supposed to. Okay, so you see how, Sparky, you see how T-Pup is there now? This is the, this is the writing overlay. So my writing would be in the background there, and it would be capturing this display with a tint to it so that it's, because I don't necessarily want people to not see what I'm doing, but spoilers, right? And that's going on over the screen the whole time. So while I'm sitting here writing, people can play that. And I have drop set up. I just didn't turn it on. So I've got drop. I've got this Wandering Wizards right there, ready to go. Yeah, T-Pup's right there. So let me go back to game. So yeah, that's, and my be right back screen. That's my be right back screen. So I need to change. I want to change it away from the Halloween one, but I need to actually fix that because I pretty much only use Wandering Wizards at two times, and that's when I'm talking and don't want to be seen, or when I'm playing, or I'm on the be right back thing. But I need to connect. I need to have them on their own tabs, because right now I can change to it. I'm pretty sure they're going to make a Christmas one. I can change to a scene easily enough, but to turn Wandering Wizards on, if I wanted to switch over, I would have to tap two things to get that. And then when I want to go back, tap the thing twice. And I'm using Stream Puppy on my iPad. Yep. So I've got that stinger set to a button on there, and I use so here, I'll show you. I have, so that's my main page. The 5 across the top, you know, see, you can see there's 2 different shades of blue there. So the 5 across the top and the 2 right here, those are my scenes for this stream, right? And then the 5 on the bottom are the ones I use for Extra Life and Nerd Stash streams. I just use the same because there's a different scene collection. And so then that's Wandering Wizards, that's my mic on off, and that's the stinger. If I tap it, and I gotta make sure I'm tapping it. There we go. That's how we get that to happen. Fluffy he is. I need to actually do a couple more things, because I think he does better. So I have this going on, right? So I have this set up. So if you type that command, you're going to get a random tidbit of information from a paste bin that has facts about Extra Life. I also have this one. It does the same thing. It's just a different bin. But I think he has a one that runs in, I think it's Comfy.js, that does the same thing. It's kind of, and I think the quote system for Nightbot uses a similar concept, right? So I think I need to go into his GitHub thing. I need to go into his GitHub thing and look and see. It might actually be easier for me to run that than it is to for me to maintain these, because the information that's in the history paste bin and the Extra Life one, and there's also one for Extra Life hospitals, and then I have this one. This thing is for our communities that I've identified are think I need it. No, I know I put it in here.
This cloth is so old, it is crumbling into powder. Did I win?
Let me reload this. I think it's entirely possible that I'm getting different ones. No, there it is. Okay, so if I type this, places that I've gone, that I've just identified as a safe place for people who have anxiety, social anxiety, PTSD, things like that. Places that I've identified where they can go hang out and be just as welcome and just as safe. I've entering them with a description into this thing. So there are 2 of them that are currently in there. And so Nightbot will post one or the other. And it gives you a little brief description. I wrote all of the first part. Many in our larger community is the same, right? And then it adds the part from the down to his Discord. That changes based on which community it is. So yeah, I really like all the things he's doing with Stream Puppy, but that safe spaces one is another one where I've created a paste bin and it's just pulling information from wherever it is, in that thing, and then posting it randomly in there. And I think the way he does some of his things on his stream, I think he has a better way to do that. That's not as picky about how it's formatted. I'll just have to look and see. I mean, there's only so many processes I can run myself before it starts becoming a problem. Hey, Jealous Mike, are you back?
I am.
So I don't know what to do with any of this. I'm just going to be honest here. If I'm going down the road of want to be a long ranged, want to be sneaky, and I want to be able to craft as a third priority. So long range, sneaky, craft in that order of priority. I'm not really sure where to go in here. And I did have a question.
Let's deal with the question first, and then I'll address what you just said.
I need to put a card on Charisma. You're not wrong, Sparky. And Sparky, if you have tips and things, please feel free to answer. And if you want, you could join our you can hop in our channel, the Discord.
What Sparky just said, charisma and luck were the things that I was going to address first. But I wanted to take care of what you were talking about, just because I know you well enough to know that anything else that I'm thinking of or want to focus on, you won't necessarily fully process until we get past what's on your mind.
Yes. So you see on Serendipity, it doesn't have a point. It has a chain link.
Yeah.
What is that?
So this is a direct answer to your question, but it won't seem like it at first. Charisma, you remember how I was talking about charisma, how you have party buffs, essentially, like you're helping people out?
Yeah, when I was looking in the cards at that one, I saw what you were talking about.
One of the ways that works is for every 3 points of charisma you have, you can share 1 point of card with the party.
Okay.
So I have a 1 point serendipity perk.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a serendipity card that I have equipped in my luck that's worth 1 point value. I have 3 charisma, and so I can share a single point card, and I'm sharing serendipity. So that double chain link indicates that I am sharing, that's being shared to you.
Okay.
It does not take up your point of luck.
Okay. So I see that card there, and that's just because it's coming from you.
Correct.
And if I wasn't around you, or is it that?
Not near enough to me.
Yeah. So would that count if we were? I know. Zoe, I know. If we weren't on the same team, but I was still standing near you, would that card go away?
It would go away.
Okay. All right. I understand that part.
All right. So now that that's done, charisma, and we'll go to the suggestions on what you can pick next. But first, let's go to your luck and your charisma and get things equipped.
We'll do luck
right,
first.
So in charisma,
go ahead.
You're already in charisma.
Yeah. Oh, charisma. Sorry. No. Come back. Sorry. Okay, so I'm not trying to be. How do I get back to the
Tab.
there? Okay, so charisma. Hello.
Yeah, cheaper travel is nice. I have so much money though that
Around here.
I don't care about money for now.
Play and it gives us both. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I was just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay. Plus, I try to take advantage of free travel points, so camps. If we're separated from each other, I would do inspirational if I was you.
Oh, I know. Yep, that's exactly. I got to it and I was like, hey, that's a good one. I like that one.
Oh.
I know what that's gonna do. Ah, dude.
And then for luck, you have what is it? Find more canned food or have more caps. I think.
Right now, well, the one that is up there from you is that 30% one. So I have 40% chance to find extra canned good when you search, and 40% chance to find extra ammo.
Because I farm, I don't care so much about canned food. I farm, I make my own food.
I will want to build a farm.
I would use Scrounger. Until then, I can give you ammo. I can give you food too.
Oh, no, that's true.
It just depends on what you're lowest on, really, and you can swap them out at any time. So if you're running lower on ammo,
I'm usually running low on food.
Okay.
Okay, so I have my there. So all my points are used. Not that they're not. I don't know that they're used correctly, but they're all used.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's right now that you're such a low level that you don't really have a lot of options yet.
Yeah, I think when we did this before, you said the exact same thing, and so everything you suggested I do was based on helping me either stay alive, or level, or have things be more effective for me.
The can card is more useful. Yeah, because right now, until you have a function farm in your camp, the can card is going to be more useful.
Yep, makes sense.
So you're beyond the picking new perks. You'll have to go back out again and reopen your level up.
The quick pick a perk.
Nope, you need to tab.
Right. So T.
And now you need to pick.
Yeah. Down in that the thing we were in before, it was Q to get to there. I don't.
But you were going back. You don't go back from this because you need to pick a special category first and then pick them. So let's see. Perception, you're going to need points in perception. You're going to need points in agility. You're going to need.
Let's do perception first.
Intelligence. So let's go look at perception. I wasn't paying attention to what cards you had earlier.
So
you were looking at it, but I wasn't really looking at it.
Target limbs, focus fire to gain accuracy and damage.
If you end up using a lot of VATs in fighting, that's going to be fantastic. If you don't use a lot of VATs, like so if you use scoped weapons most often, that's going to be useless. But if you're in like mid-range to close range and you find yourself using VATs to target, that is fantastic because you're going to default to headshots more often than not.
And that's the Q thing.
And that's the Q thing.
Okay.
So if you find yourself using that a lot,
Well, the problem I seem to have is that I can't get them down before they all swarm. So being able to switch, being able to switch to the mid, to close range stuff, and then have it being, is not a bad idea. Remember when we first went to defend that flare shot, those things were just swarming us, and they were getting up on top of me before I could even shoot at them.
So the Q thing means that you will be target if it's active, shooting them no matter where you're looking.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if they're swarming you, whatever is selected once you have the Q, it doesn't matter where you're pointed, you're gonna hit that.
Okay.
So it's like it's pointing your gun. It doesn't look like it. You don't get the visual of it, but it's pointing the gun at that, regardless of where you're looking.
Yeah, it's like looking the defense off and throwing the ball the other way. Okay, so
So otherwise, I would tab back and pick a different special category.
I'm going to
Pick a
look
different
at
stat.
agility right now. That's the second category, right? My second priority with the sneaky.
I think that's what you said, yeah.
Yeah, so it's long range, sneaky, crafting. Those are the priorities. I already own.
With circumstantial,
Yeah,
everybody
obviously.
gets this stuff kind of thrown in there sometimes.
I already own those two.
Well, you own one level of
One level of them. Okay, yeah. Pistol. Pistol.
Yeah, so automatic weapons will be under. Wait, no, yeah, so I don't see any of the sneaky things in perception as options right now. So if I was you, I would just ignore it. If you want, you could put another level into Born Survivor. But otherwise, I would tab back and pick a different special category. So Born Survivor, maybe. I mean, pistols will consistently be less damage at range. At any range, pistols are less damage.
Yeah.
They're less damage than the DPS from automatic weapons. They're less damage than the per shot damage on rifles. They're less damage than close range shotguns. Right now, I already know that I would suggest going to intelligence and picking up that first level of hacker. However, with this,
Done.
This doesn't apply to everything.
Mm-hmm.
But with hacker and lockpick, oh, never mind.
I already had hacker and I already had lockpick. And that was the third. That was the third time you'd brought up hacker. So.
Yes, but I was going to say something that is now irrelevant.
Okay, well, what were you gonna say? Just so I know.
I was going to say with hacker and lockpick, you don't have to have a dedicated skill point to use them because you don't need them on all the time. You only need them on when you're hacking and lockpicking. So you can have them unequipped, and then when you get to a terminal or you get to a lock, you can swap them for something else. You can swap them in, take something out, swap them in, and then take them back out.
Okay,
so
but
you didn't need to spend a point in intelligence to take hacker. It's one of the few times where that's applicable.
oh, see, I thought I was just getting the card.
It'll take time to get accustomed to it, but there's two levels that are going on here. You're picking a skill point, so special, and second level, you're also picking a card. They're separate from each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if that. I think that was just.
I smell scrap. Well, not literally.
All right. Well, I mean, I messed it up already, so it's too late now.
Don't focus on the mess up, though. That's why I said it's irrelevant. Irrelevant is a better word than messed up.
Okay. Well, I still have 2 points, and I don't know what to do with them.
So you will see different things. The last one that you saw was treating it as though
Barky.
you were
Go ahead.
2 levels lower.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to be looking at a list at 1 level higher. So even though you just looked at perception, you just looked at agility, if you look now, you may have a new one that you couldn't see before. Because it's now treating you 1 level higher.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see, so crack shot wasn't available last time.
Yeah.
Obviously still not.
Food and drink weights are reduced by 30%. But I already own.
Absolutely. I love that. So you own 1, you probably
what?
You probably have a single star.
Yeah.
That's one that in time, right now I only have it at 1 star, this character.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one that I will max out eventually. I will max all 3 stars on. So that is a potential option.
Another can do. And intelligence. Same.
Plastic is the gift that keeps on giving.
I'm just looking right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so even though I'm ranged, I have 8 points in strength. I have strong back, traveling pharmacy, and barbarian.
Okay, I don't know what to do.
It's okay.
I've got 2 points to use. I don't know where to put them.
And then I would go to agility and pick the through hiker.
Collect and store.
And the next thing it's going to do is going to ask you if you want to merge them together.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So now I have one more.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
What?
I was going to say, do you remember if between going... So when you were cycling through the different categories, the different skills, so strength per session, or special skills, do you remember when you were cycling through the perk cards, do you remember if each time you tabbed back and went to the new category, or if you just cycled through them without tabbing back? I
tapped back.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if you would have put your... Yeah, okay. Ooh, I love... So for me, it doesn't mean you will do this, but I prefer non-automatic rifles. Not shotguns, not automatic rifles, but sniper rifles. Sneaky headshots far away. That's what rifleman does.
Okay, I'm going to need more than one word, Sparky. I think I have one more point to spend. I'm just looking now, because I spent another one. I'm looking to see what's new.
Yeah, I think this is your last.
Nothing new there. Deadman's printing. I already looked at that one. Nothing new there. So I don't have really anything in.
So much junk.
I'm gonna get this one. Okay. Alright, so now I have unused points. Strength goes up, you can carry more. Yeah. I remember. So what am I looking at?
Yeah, for that second one, I think that you put the skill point in intelligence and the card pick from agility. No. Yeah. Which is fine. I did that with like 30 points, so 1 or 2 points is nothing.
Okay. So now I have more unused points.
So you just need to use perks. Fill it up with perks.
Okay.
With agility, because you accidentally intelligence and picked the card from agility, you'll have to pick between Born Survivor and Through Hiker. But that's fine. I think you're kind of doing your own thing now, and that's fine.
I'm just looking. I don't really know what's best to do.
That is fine.
So I've gone into agility. Ah, shoot. Oh, because it's doubled. I get it. I see. do that for now. Okay.
Do you get what I mean about having to pick between them?
Yeah, because I merged it. Yeah, I
Well,
get.
not because you merged it.
I mean, it's a 2-star versus a 1.
Correct.
And when I had it, it was a 1, and I merged it, and so now I have to give up 1.
Correct. So you have been doing a great job, like fantastic, way better than I do, at making sure when you're browsing the perks on what to take, you tab back to the special categories.
Yeah.
But this just happened to be one time you didn't.
Yeah.
So again, you're better at doing that than I am. As I watch you, you're more consistent at tabbing back, but you didn't this time. So normally you would have the extra point in agility to accommodate all three.
But
But
it
you
didn't.
just happened to have not tapped back that time. And so you got the point for intelligence instead of agility.
Yeah.
So again, don't think of that as I'm saying you failed. Don't think of it as you failed. That's up to you. But you're going to be feeling like you failed a lot because it's really hard to remember to do.
Right now I'm just trying to figure out which ones to use these points on.
The only ones you can.
No, I mean, like, I'm in intelligence, right? I've got 2 unused points, so I can use hacker as 1 point. But didn't you say if I go into a category, I can put a card from another category using that point?
No.
Oh, so where? Okay, I'm confused by that part. I don't remember what you said then about taking. Was it points? You can take points from one and stick them in the other.
No. Well, I mean, after level 50, you can.
Okay, then I'm
But I don't think I ever would have told you that.
There was something you said where when I'm looking at the stuff, I can.
I've
was
said
just-
a lot of stuff. I think you.
I'm trying to verbalize it.
No, it's okay. I don't expect you to have heard anything that I said.
It was something about if I go, which is why you kept saying tab back.
Okay. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Are you able to hold on? I know you well enough. If your brain is focused on something, you're going to have a hard time hearing or understanding what other people are telling you.
Yeah.
I want to say something that will answer your question.
Okay.
It's going to be complex enough that if you're distracted, you won't understand it.
Uh-huh. I'm just staring at my screen. I'm not doing anything.
No, mentally.
Yeah. No, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm waiting.
Okay. So when you level up, there's 2 steps that look like they're the same thing, but they're very different.
Mm-hmm.
One is picking your special point, and one is picking a perk card. They are tied together in that you do them one after the next.
Mm-hmm.
They are not tied together in that when you switch your perk to a different category, it switches your special.
Yeah.
So when you first open up to level and you have that special list, you have strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck. Whichever one you select, your special point for that level, because again, there's 2 separate categories, special point and perk card separated.
Is it kind of like the way it lives on my screen right now? The special points are along the top and the perk cards are below?
No.
Okay.
When you level up and you go to your Pip-Boy and it says press T to pick, to level up. When you press T, it brings up big SPECIAL.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any perk cards.
Yeah.
Whichever one you select, that's the skill you're going to get. And this is where I'm saying you do a better job, as I've been watching you, you do a better job than me about making sure you always come back to this screen. Because whichever one you pick from here is what your skill is going to be. So then you pick a skill, and it brings up perk cards in that skill.
Mm-hmm.
From there, you can also switch over to look at perk cards in another skill. However, when you do that, the skill point that you have selected will not change.
Okay.
So it essentially allows for you to pick a skill and a perk card from a different skill category.
Okay.
That's what happened here. You picked intelligence as your skill, but you had tabbed over either with Z or C to look at agility and picked an agility perk card.
Okay.
In this case, one more point on Through Hiker. So you got a third point in intelligence and another card in agility on that second level up.
Okay.
You do a way better job of preventing that from happening unintentionally. Sometimes you want to do it intentionally, like with Hacker and Picklock.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to waste a skill point because you can only get more skill points up to level 50. You can get more perk cards beyond that, but you can't level your skill points beyond level 50.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm just saying that a mistake happened, but as I've been watching you, way better at mitigating that than I ever am. So you have intelligence you can't fill because you don't have the cards for it. What Sparky Pugwash was saying is you'll get every 5 levels, you get a pack of cards for free.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll be able to fill it eventually and not have to worry.
Okay.
But for now, you have one extra card than you can actually use for agility, and you don't have enough cards for intelligence. And that was just a mistake. But you don't think of it as a failure because you're better. You have been better at preventing that than I ever am. I always suck at putting them in the wrong places.
Okay. Well, I think honestly the only reason I was doing that was because I'd forgotten entirely, and then I accidentally I changed the cards.
Yeah. And I forget and change the cards way more often. And it's the reason why I'm on this character right now, because I have a level 103
Mm-hmm.
that I forgot for 30 levels straight.
Yeah.
And I was dropping points into strength for like 30 levels. Now you can't have 30 levels of strength.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, my other guy just way screwed up.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it happening a couple times is perfectly fine. Once you hit level 50, you can move points around. If you do that, you don't get a new perk card. But so you don't want to do it a whole bunch. But
yeah,
every once in a while, it's not a problem. That's why I was saying it's not a failure; it's a mistake. Failure.
Yeah. Okay. Don't exit the game. I'll be right back in that, but I'm gonna wrap the stream up here.
Okay.
I am gonna, I'll close it off, but I'm gonna keep you live talking until I close.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that was me trying to fall out without failing. So, thanks, Cellist Mike. Thanks, Cellist Mike A, for getting this game for me, because you did.
About that. You're welcome.
And B, for setting up the server so we can play without randoms.
Oh, absolutely.
So I will be back on this channel on Monday. It'll be 8 a.m. and that will be the PTSD show. So we'll be talking about, I think we're going to go back to what I was talking about, how setting goals can both help you and hinder you.
Mm-hmm.
We never actually got to talk about that topic. I will be live tomorrow on this channel right here that I'm about to shout out. So I will be live tomorrow at 12 Central. I'm eventually going to get that moved to the morning, so it'll be the same time. But the guy who's occupying that spot right now isn't giving it up yet. He's moving at the end of the month. So because I'm trying to get so that all my streams are at the same time every Monday through Friday.
Oh, that makes sense.
So today we went a little long on Fallout 76. Most of the streams on my channel we're gonna stop it at 2 hours. So then we have that hour extra to flex. I technically have until 12 until I absolutely have to get off, but sometimes I'd like a little extra time for things. Just depends on the day.
Yeah.
So, and Tuesdays for sure will be a short stream because I have a meeting at 9:30. So, and that's most likely just going to be me being creative. So I'll be writing, or I'll be working on the cross stitch that I was working on before. So I am going to do a raid real quick because we got a couple actives. I'm going to send this message out. So this is the raid message. You can copy it. I need to set it in the Clippy raid thing. I don't think it's set on there. So there's the message. You can copy it. I do something different here. I do appreciation raids. I like to go somewhere and find a streamer and raid them to tell them that, you know, we see them, we appreciate what they do, and say something positive about them, because I don't think we get that enough. And so today, since we've been talking about him a lot, we're going to raid Fluffy. So Sparky, you don't have to really work hard on where you're going. So we're going to go over there, and we're going to pop a raid on him.
Papa squat.
So we're gonna do a raid on him so that I can show some appreciation for him, because he's been really good for my stream. Stream Puppy, help letting me be a tester on that, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have gotten so into it as I did. But I did, and that's where we are. So, and he's also done so many other things. So earlier I was talking to Sparky about the Rainbow Rampage and the drop stuff. There's just all kinds of things that Fluffy does, and most of it he codes right there on stream. So today they're doing a job search career advice thing with a special guest, Lily Hazel. So we're going to go over there and we're going to raid them. We're going to tell them that we appreciate what they do. And then I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the Extra Life channel. So just stay tuned for a second while I do my closing, and then we'll head on over there to give Fluffy some love, because he deserves it. Right? So Jealous Mike, I guess I'll see you on here on Monday.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you tomorrow hanging. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow hanging out in the Extra Life stream.
I might be your hanging shed.
All right. So there goes Jealous Mike, and I'm going to wrap it up and head on out. Thanks. Hey, thanks Sparky. Thanks for coming over and helping. I do appreciate it. It was very nice of you to come over and hang out with us. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.